Blessings. This is Lisa Marie of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern System. Wow, y'all, to say that and actually be in Africa. That was always a thing for me. That was always a thing for me. Let me let you get on. Peace and blessings. Hoping you are well, whole, perfect, and complete. Feeling everything good, letting go, living life. I feel like during this time, it's so important for someone to come on and remind us all to live life freely. Because right now, I know it seems like the opposite thing to feel, the opposite thing to think, but it's real talk. Like live your life a little more. Like don't. Oh, I know this time makes it feel like stop everything and yes, but not the love and the joy. Don't let this time kill the love, the joy, the newness. You know, so much that I could say, so much I want to say. This is still a time to love, a time to enjoy, a time to meet new people and things and circumstances, learn new things. And, it's still time to open your heart and to love. And, a lot of times when we are occupying fear, then we're usually not occupying love. The two things cannot occupy the same place at the same time. And of course, but through quantum physics, things often do, right? They do, right? You and your higher source are occupying the same space at the same time. It just appears that the higher source is ahead of you. But in actuality, the higher source is just clear. That's it. That's it. If we get our clarity right and we follow our clarity, and we follow, and you listen, like I said, we follow our clarity, we'd be okay. We'd be okay. So, yeah, life is great. It's beautiful. Kwame is here. He is fixing some stuff for me around the house, everything I could think of. I'm getting done, y'all. I am in the, this is whatever is manifesting out of this has manifested. And you need to live out this manifestation in the best way you can. You almost gotta, in a sense, I'm gonna say pretend, not fake, but pretend. What would you, or let's do it now, what would you be doing if there was no quarantine or lockdown? Like, what would you be doing? And it's interesting, right? Because you could answer the question of what you think you would be doing prior to your experiences. You don't know. I mean, now though, you might ask a better question, what do I want to be doing? Or even ask, what was I doing? Because you know what, that's important? You may find that you were actually just wasting your time before, that you really wasn't living life to the fullest. There are some of us that will say most of their time is taken up by work and, the rat race. But there's a whole lot of us that had time to do things that we really wanted to do but did not do it. So, did you waste time, or what do you think about time now? Or do you understand time? Do you love time? Is time on your side? Like, you and your relationship with time, like really think about it, because time is on your side and time is there for you and time wants you to succeed. But again, I always go back, it's intuition. Follow, 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 follow. And don't worry, even when you think you haven't followed totally, you have. The perfection in our spirituality that I feel like I've learned when being in the States and born in the States and just coming from the States, it's no, I often talk about, or lately I've been talking about just the psychological laying down of your burdens. Like, it's huge, y'all. It's huge, okay? It's absolutely huge. And when you do that, you just realize how much of your life is psychological, or how much of your life is all this stuff is playing underneath all your so-called problems that you can identify. You're looking at them externally, so you see what you see on the surface, but it's so much going on inside. I didn't know it. I think like Ghana has helped me realize how multidimensional we all are, and that how the Dogons the people of Mali, how they knew the interconnectedness of us and stars and planets, because that's what you really are. You're multidimensional. See, when you understand you're multidimensional, then you can understand why you will be always in the right places at the right time. It's when you go into it, when you start believing there's a right, a wrong, a in, a out, a bad, and a good, then you lost it. Because now you're in duality. You're not in a multi-dimensionality. You're not in that. But you really operate at that. Your cells operate at that. Even when we play music and create bands, it's operating at multi-dimensional frequencies that come together. But I think we've been in a psychological warfare with ourselves, because the multi-dimensionality that Africans naturally have, feel, think, is not really as common with the Eurocentric ideology or way of being and thinking. So you mo crazy outside of Africa in a sense. You are, because you're trying to fit something that's so natural into a very unnatural container. It's like, honestly, I'd rather drink my water out of a glass bottle than a plastic one. Africa is the glass bottle and everything else is the plastic. You know what I'm saying? The water's still good, but the container ain't that good, And you gotta look at that. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, and when I even talk about the differences, because I guess I've been doing that lately, I'm not even talking about like so much physical or concrete, like total, like somebody could equate or quantify, the differences. It's not even so scientific. It's spiritual, which is scientific as well, but it's just, you'll feel it. You'll feel it if you are open to it. And I think it doesn't matter if you're not open to it. Anybody that has ever, white or black, I'm going to go there because I wanted to tell you, I don't know what stories white folks have, but I'm sure they have their stories to tell of coming back to Africa too. Because see, I think that if you think about it, if our ancestors are not at rest, theirs are probably not either. And that's a hell of a legacy to deny. Really, it's deep, but it's happened. And so I say that every human being that steps on the continent of Africa must, on some level, visceral, spiritual, very deep level, feel mother. Because remember, Africa is mother to us all, to every creation. So even the ones that don't look as it or are so far away from it, that mother, the mother Africa is the mustard seed that they're talking about, I believe, in the Bible. The strength of her is that of a mustard seed, that strong. So if you and everybody got something, because all creation comes from her. So everybody has had a reaction. Even people that come and say they didn't like it or it was too much, they couldn't take it. She's powerful. She ain't no joke. Mother Africa is no joke. Okay, so just she gonna get up in you. You can't fake it and funk it too long. She's very revealing, and but it's not in that way that I feel like in the States, when I was in the States, like I feel like spiritually when things were revealed to me, I just had to get played so bad for it to happen, and I don't feel like, but through Proverbs and other ways, I'm just learning how to think more like an African. I'll give you some examples. So, because I know sometimes I go out, that's me. Sometimes, you might not go out with me. So I just want to go in sometimes with y'all. But I think I talk about this difference a lot. It's the idea that, let's say, something you did that might not have been favorable to yourself or the community, or something you said, or maybe you was just misbehaving. Rather than make you feel bad, right, and say this, and point you out in front of everybody, somebody's going to tell you a story. And the story really is a tale, or a riddle, or a proverb. And the proverbs are so perfect. Nobody called you out. You heard the story, the proverb, and you got the lesson and you understood what you had to do or had to feel. You know, it's whether they know it or not, that's a very shift in, or like I say all the time, like to say, I'll go to a new restaurant and say, but it's a vegan restaurant, and I'll say, and I will compare it to the one I went to before and be like, oh yes, I like this one better. Why curse the one that got you through? I mean, that's what they say. Why curse the one that got you through? Like, wow, wait a second, this is kind of dope. You're right. Like, why is it nothing now? Like, and it may get you through again. Oh yeah, they go there. It's like, it's true. It's like, why can't you like that one and you like that one? Why does it have to be which one is better? Let's go see which one is better. I do that a lot. Which one is better? This one is good. That was good. It's no big deal. Never compare, because that will make a person not. And that's another thing. Don't make people feel bad. It's about don't making people feel bad. And it's like some people would take it as non-confrontational, but I understand it from an African point of view. It's other words, you don't have to. If somebody's gonna feel bad, they're gonna feel bad, but at least you don't have no responsibility for it. And it's a beautiful thing. So you don't correct people, you ask for that too. So I'll give you an example. We were in Sasipa, and they had this, I love this tiger nut juice. And it's in Sasipa is a vegan restaurant in Accra, Ghana. And I love this stuff. And so me and Kwame was drinking it, and I loved the taste. It was right on. But it had the block, and the block is the ice. So they put it in the freezer, and so it has ice, but it is a block shaped like the bottle, so they call it the block. And the Ghanaians don't really like to deal with the block, and they're smart for good reason, because once that slowly the ice melts, and it's slow, even in the sun, it melts, and then it changes the taste of things. So he was like, oh, I loved it, but then I ain't like the block, because once you got to let it melt, and then you drink it, and it's not what you drank before. And I was like, oh, well, you should let them know that they don't have to put it in the freezer. You should just let them know they don't have to put it in the freezer, and they could put it. He said, well, so you should probably say it like this instead. Don't tell them what they need to do. Tell them could they offer something else that they could do in addition to. So he says, he says, this is how he orders me, can we have the one without the block? Wow. You didn't have to tell them nothing. And they just go get the one without the block. It's just real simple. Instead of telling, yeah, you see how you might not got it, but I did. And I was just like, wow. It's a Eurocentric way of being. We can call it American and call it diasporan. But it's not our true way. It's not really our true nature. And when you kind of see it, you understand. When you see how it works, and you see how you think and how you talk and your vocabulary, that's why the language is so important. That's why I think that a lot of Black Americans, I know some that I grew up with, we always felt a little out of, like we didn't connect to, or couldn't connect to some people, even Black-speaking Spanish people, because we didn't have that language in common. And definitely not Africans or people from Africa. So I think the language learning is going to be very important. But I mean, it's not the end all either. I feel like if you never learned the language, you're still going to get an amazing amount of things out of Africa. I don't think it's a prerequisite for anything. And particularly in Ghana, where, people do speak English as well. Some, a good amount, you'll be good. But yeah, so anyway, hey y'all, hey. So yes, life is good. I am taking it all in. Like, I really want to grow and do my design line. Okay, I got designs. This is in the shop, y'all. Ooh, copper, Ashanti, symbol of beauty, and Dinkra symbol, Ghana. What? I mean, that's so gorgeous right there. It's like the real deal. It's the real deal. Made by people that are actually Ashantis. What? Do you want these? They will be in they'll be in the boutique. And got the pendants. I got this pendant with the matching kind of stud-like earrings. Yeah. Oh, okay, anyway, I love it. I love it, yeah, I love it. My purple hair. You're like, are y'all loving this purple hair right now? Purple hair. So I love it. So yeah, y'all, I'm just so yeah, and also so what I'm doing because I'm just doing what I'm just following spirit. I have an online academy, many of you know, and I want to start inviting teachers, and we are on our third, first, second, the fourth teacher. Our fourth teacher this week is Majorglambeauty, Asia Barker, and she's going to teach us some beautiful techniques on some simple makeup routines that we can ask her questions that we've been long standing asking, like how to get the chin hairs off. No, I'm just saying. It could be anything. How you camouflage your, a good way to camouflage your ends being snatched, whatever, edges, whatever, just stuff that we could ask that we didn't think of asking. So, and in the community. So that's this Saturday or Sunday, and the next Sunday, the last one is Dr. La-Rhonda Harmon on the whole life coach. Wonderful, wonderful opportunities around that. Right now, especially, we need it. People going to be needing somebody to talk to. Why not talk to you? So, because they probably already do anyway, and you know so much, you've grown, this has grown us all up, but, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to say it in ways that I could, Live Free TV. This is, it's still an illusion. It's an illusion, y'all. And you can create this and recreate this any way you want. There is life, and it does exist, and people are living. If everybody could go to sleep with that, it would happen tomorrow. It's already over. It's already done. We're already living. We're already thriving. Take the power back, the power of creation, the power of your creation. I see y'all. You're looking like you're drowning, or you're waiting, or you have it. It's an illusion. It's done. Hold that power of the reality that you want. It's such a powerful time. I would almost say it's up for grabs, right? It's up for grabs. Everybody knows it's a powerful time, and everybody thinks some folks think you got to control power with power. So the power of the cosmos, the power of the universe, the power of spiritual awakening that's happening around the planet, right? That was happening. It's already happening. But if you during one crisis is spiritually dying, then come on back again, because you'll know what this is. You know what this is. This is not really even about surrendering to it. This is really about creating from it. You got to create from it, and you can do it with your meditation. You can do it with your cooking. You can do it with your life. But your mind is everything. Nobody got that. But the thing is, a lot of things do have that. A lot of things have that right now in your life. A lot of things is taking your attention away from your power. And you don't need a lot of time. You need about 3 days. 3 days a good goddess can conjure up and change some ish. 3 days. I mean, you just to cut it all off, go within, and live life. Sunshine is important. Fresh air is important. It's all important. It's all important. And just another thing, though, I always think this, people will say, wow, all those theories and all those things that people have been saying for years. I would say, especially people in the conscious community, is now coming true. They were right. But I often wonder, did we create this ish? Did all of our prophesizing? I don't know. I think we got it. I want to say we did. I want to say, of course, it did, because we talked about it so much. We put it in the atmosphere, other people watching it and fearing. And I think that it's okay, because that means that we can talk about, and we can, on a large scale, influence each other to empower each other. We have to use the same energy that are getting us kind of scared or panicking or panicky to change the frequency and say, wow, collectively the world can be as one. Collectively it can. You are not being punished for those that feel, and I know I can imagine all the feelings. You did not choose wrongly. You did not make a mistake. No shoulda, woulda, or coulda is allowed. You got this. You're perfecting that what you want. And I'm cheering you on, okay? I'm cheering you on. So Y'all doing good. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, High End Theorist. Chanel, good day. Miss Racy. Hey, sweetie. Goonies Girl. Beverly. Aoife, son. Greetings, greetings. Mache, Maha. I'm happy everything is working out. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Thank you, me Darcy. Jassy, Frank, hey. Zakia, beautiful. Our young goddess, Zakia. The time is now. Goonies Girl, talk about it. I got your message, and the answer is yes, we have to, and let me give me a chance to think of a day. Hey, Carolyn, thank you. Yes, like, I mean, I just feel like, don't y'all, I'm watching y'all out there, and I can tell what it's feeling like, and I can tell that feeling, and I'm like, because I check in on Facebook just to see, how we doing, and it's an illusion still, and it's all our own illusion. We could change. We could do this tomorrow. You're making the manifestation more real than the idea, the conjuring of it, the energy you put into it, the thought itself. It was as real as it was going to be when you thought of what you wanted. The manifestation is just the result of thinking of what you wanted. So you gotta, you can continually change the wave length, the frequency, the movement of things. You could, yeah, I was gonna repeat it, I can't and I don't need to, it was well said. You could do that. So you have to change the movement of things. Because some people are out here having one reality and some people are having another. Some people are so much, even during this time, are having such an opposite reality of those that might be experiencing what they're saying is a horrible experience and they're not going to report it because it's such a crazy time. And nobody really wants to talk about how they have what's so-called bending reality and living in another dimension in a sense. You can, and you can do it where you are. As a matter of fact, there's nothing else. You only have where you are. The power is now, like Goonies Girl said. I mean, you only have where you are. So I need you to understand that and work the heck out of this. You've been through a lot, and you've done it spiritually before. So you can do it spiritually again. Just reminding you that you did this already. At some point in your life, you did something like this. It feels... The enormity of it is only because you're not controlling the narrative, and in fact, you're embracing the narrative. That's what you're doing right now by participating in that is by even watching it. Now the reality, people are doing what they can do, and people are living. Somebody needs to fall in love right now. Somebody needs to fall in love because that's what we'll be doing during the spring, summertime. Somebody needs to fall in love. Somebody needs to have a baby and everybody's there. Somebody needs to pass and people are there as well. It's not getting on as life as usual. It's extending the sacredness of life, the sacredness of connecting, of loving, even if it's just a memory, hold it now because it's important. Stay human or superhuman or supernatural. But remember, like we need love and we need... See that, not hold all of the positive thoughts away, because right now you're dealing with this negative thing, and you'll be more positive after everything back to normal. No, normal, you can't create, you're not creating normal by waiting for it. It should have been created when you said it, so okay, then maybe that's not it. Create good and better than good, create great. You can do it. You can do it. I just don't feel like it's the simplicity of the borders opening and everybody running. I feel like we have to understand our power. And then for me, I go there, we got to understand our spiritual power because we have lots of spiritual power. So we have to remember that. Yes. Thank you. I assisted a Kickstarter for a documentary film. During the pandemic, the Kickstarter raised, go ahead, this is amazing. I love that. $586,000 US in 27 days. Anything is possible. Woo! Yes. Naturally clever. Congratulations, first of all. Wow, isn't that incredible? New here, yes. I found that I'm going to be a grandmother again. Oh, congratulations, Beverly. Thank you. Life goes on. Life goes on. Yes, that's what we want. We want the babies being born. We need a wedding sometime. Y'all want we need some weddings. We need some people hugging and loving. Okay, I hope we all realize the importance of being loved and touched. I imagine so many people are going without love, going without touch, going without affection. Ah, I mean, we wasn't doing too well before the pandemic. Now, so I say just keep that notion alive and, stop talking about what you're not going to do and how it's going to be and nobody's going to be doing this anymore. Nobody's going to be loving anymore. No, you're still loving. You're loving right now. Love is so important. Love is so important. And loving and just taking care of yourself and being free, freedom, like, hey, what we doing? Hey. Like for me, I think it's good. Like I feel like I got a lot of great messages and my life is, yeah, I think the sit down was necessary. I think it's still necessary. That's why we're still sitting down, you know. But I think we are creating a magical world, and I don't think it has to be one of isolation. Like, let's not put that into, we're still focusing on our minds. So let's not put that into the universe, the omniverse. Let's not put that into the universe that they're going to have everything be robots, and people are not even going to be having to sit next to each other, even talk to each other. It'll be da 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 da. No, do you want that? No. So let's continue to put out there what we want for real, not what we don't want. And just love life. Feel the sensuality of life. Feel the sensuality. Feel the beauty. And just feel the sexiness of life. Like seriously, we got to get back to the feeling, the sensuality of life, the love making of life, that feeling of just, ecstasy. I feel so much energy, that's stiffness around, especially of course the U.S. where I'm from, and just a petrified feeling, feeling people seem petrified, in all the sense of the words, petrified and frozen, petrified and scared, so there's no loving, there's no ooh, and there's no ah, there's no long summer nights making love in bed. When fear keeps you from making love and being in love, then you got to say, ooh, perfect love casts out fear. That's why that saying is so deep. You could understand, like, oh my God, but if you're not careful, fear will delude love. Fear is that deep, so we have to have a perfect love. In order to cast out fear, you're missing out on your humanness, and you're feeling it, and it's okay. That's why I said this life coach class, I think it's going to be awesome. But also, I think the makeup class is going to be awesome too. That the beauty and why I do my hair and why I let it and just embrace it, whatever styles or wherever it's going, is because it makes me feel human and alive and sensual and beautiful and sexy. Sexiness is very important. Very important. Sure, I sure will show it. I will show it. Naturally Clever. Zakia, thank you for that beautiful smile. Melanin, hey darling, naturally clever. Teach. People need this, Lisa. So much fear. Yes, Melanin, I know. Oh, I feel it. Multifaceted. I don't feel it here though. You need the right perspective, and to understand that your reality during this time is not the same as the next man. Exactly. I realized that things I had in my heart were given during this pandemic, just how it was packaged, wasn't the way I expected. Exactly. But it was there. Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's the sitting down. I think it's, of course, the reflection. But I also think it's the power. Like, you have a lot of power. We have so much power. I feel like I get to see it in the strength of the people, just the capacity of how much more. And I think that we're all responsible. We're all responsible for the current times. And that's the good news. And we can responsibly, individually, or collectively get in line and change the frequency, or we could embrace the fear. So, and you are right, there's a lot, my sister, I have to say, my family is all doing well. They're kind of, in a sense, benefiting from this time because they're utilizing it. And you're right, some people ain't doing so well. So, we're going to talk to all, because I can still see how it's natural that if you had a world in a certain way, whether you complain about it or not, you ain't want it just to go away. And I think a lot of people have fear that there's more to it, and that scares them as well. So we want to change that frequency as well. Or people are feeling trapped, or, I can imagine all the feelings, like legitimately, I understand. And that's why I was saying, like, mental health specialists, life coaches, content creators, like, we're going to be heavily leaned on. And it's good. That's good. That's our responsibility. People need some help. People need some love, some affection. They got fear that's replaced in the love, and that's not what's up. That's not what's up. So, somebody got to come and say, hey, there's love out there. Love still exists. And if it wasn't before the pandemic, then it needs to be after. It needs to be now. We need more love, not more fear. You can't run with fear. You can't hide with fear. You can't love with fear. And really, although you are doing it, but it's not real life, you can't live with fear. Gotta be free to be free. Think about that one for a minute. Yeah, quantum physics. You gotta be free to be free, honey. Yeah, but it's simultaneously at the same time. When you feel free, you are free. When you feel free, you are free. When you feel free, you are free. Same time, same thing, same moment. Same thing. It's called enlightenment. It's an instant. Yeah, a moment of freedom, a second of freedom, a millisecond of actual all-out freedom. Nothing in the mind, nothing to come, no contradicting thoughts, nothing. Just, it's a moment, it's a moment. You held on for seconds, and that was enough, the mustard seed. So, yeah, I'm living lion. I'm totally enjoying it here. I went for a lovely, lovely walk, and there's goats up in the street, and I live in the paved road. I love that. It's so cool. I love that everybody's out, and the children, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And I got a lot done because Kwame here, so that means I'm going to get a lot done. Kwame be taking care of business. I love that my list is like I feel progressive today. So at the same time, I had a relaxing day. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go back to relaxing. I'm going to go back to chilling. It's time to talk with Kwame about some ideas that I have about something. I know Kwame be like, dang, but he be good. No, he's with it. He's like, okay, I got it. All right, ladies, let's see who the rest of my ladies have to say. And then, yes, that's right. It's been a blessing and allowed me the time to take the class and figure some things out. Yes, I feel it. My sister, my family, they feel it too. And she's right, because everybody's not. Some people got they in their right mind and the sense that they understand that this is a blessing. This is a blessing. And a lot of people are going to do things differently in a lot of ways. I know we got to not rush it, but I don't know what we have to do. I don't even have an answer for everybody. I'm getting online counseling. Yes, the cops harassing black people is so right. And see, and I get that. The stuff that's the moment of I don't like it. I don't like this. This not me. Okay, that's great. I'm gonna go with you because I want to help you tonight. I know that's happening, and I know that's the reality. That most people are suffering. They feel it. And so there's nothing you could do about it. Like, I get it. And it is. And we've seen, I could feel why you feel the way. What I'm telling you is you're more powerful than that. And this is just forcing you to use all of your power. And really, you wouldn't even be using all of your power. When I see where I am, as far as my trajectory in life, where it landed me, I can see how I got to every one of those places. And I'm thankful for it. That vibe has got to be high That's all I really did. I demanded it, didn't I, at some point? I was not having it. If it wasn't, I was changing it and turning. I wish we could. I don't know how we can because you go outside. Somebody's going to have to be the strong one and turn that ish off. Don't listen to the updates. Just move about life. But I know it's difficult. But we have to change the vibratory frequency, and that's where we create the world that we want. This is that inner time. Multifaceted is right. This is that time to change reality, to bend reality. So we take the time and space and not clutter it with fear, which takes up wastes a lot of time. We have to let that go and just use that space instead of focusing on the truth of what you're talking about. Don't get me wrong. Focus on what it's going to start looking like. And if you feel angry when you do this exercise, like Love tries to say, anger is a lot better than the rage you was feeling and the depression for sure. We need to help our people get out of it and understand that they have the power, that they're still the goddesses, that they still change frequency. This is more time to do your magic and your crystals. It's like you gotta say, nah, it ain't. It's an illusion. I create my own reality, and we're gonna change this frequency so that we can have what we want. Nobody's in charge of us. So, but I'm just coming for y'all. I'm coming to y'all, and I know we're gonna keep talking though. But I know, Candy. Bars are naturally clever. Thank you. Hey, Sheila, Melanie, good for you, Candy. Yes, much needed. Plus, I'm also a New York City paramedic. Oh, the paramedic. You are a paramedic. Oh, Queen. We send our love to you. Thank you, Melanie. We need to do whatever we need to at this time to take care of ourselves, whatever that looks like. That's right, multifaceted. Salam, DJ. Hi, Ann says, our future history books are going to say this was the worst of times, but I'm over here chilling. Come on, finding beauty in the little things, yes, and making my own reality, yes. Come on, y'all, keep with the positivity. Natural says, Candy, say, Natural Alexander, sis, you got this. I will strength and clear perspectives for you. That's right, I change your focus as much as you can, yes. Keep talking, y'all. Yes, I have to unplug from negativity all the time. Yes, honey. Black Butterfly says, absolutely, my power is infinite. Yes, it is. Candy says, give thanks, sisters. Yes. Time to power up by tuning in. Yes, Naturally Clever. I'm unplugging today, not watching any news. Yes, Beverly. Goonie says, yes, got some sunshine, move my body. That's right. Taking powered action towards creating my reality. Yes, ma'am. Tony says, hey, Lisa Marie, just caught you. I don't watch the news. That's right. That virus is not a part of my reality. Yes, my life has not really changed. That's right. All of that. All of y'all said it, and Tony just brought it home. She's like, really? And I wish I could tell you how I live. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people ain't ready to hear you. Like, you do what? When you know? Y'all know I go outside. Let's just put it that way. And it's not illegal to do that, so I take advantage of it. I take advantage of it, and I live, and I dream, and I still create, and I still have a future and things. Actually, the future is now. I'm not waiting for nothing. It's like the pandemic I'm able to help other folks that are affected by it. We are able to, we're keeping it going. We're helping our own people. The blessings that came out of it for me, too, is, so it's good. It's good, but for those that I understand at the same time, what it looks like and feels like, and for that we say, vibe up, queens. That's where your power lies. That's where your power lies. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the love. Enjoy the idea of love. Enjoy the sweetness of togetherness. You have to dream and create and hold on to the feelings of what you want. I think for some women too, it becomes hard because we are such nurturers as well. And it seems like Multifaceted said, and Tony said, and other sisters said, but this is that nurturing time of ourselves. Because we want to fix things as women, especially black women, and we can't fix this. We don't, in that powerlessness, but the power is within. See, the power without, that one died, that's over. But the power within is open for business. And it needs some customers, and the first one it needs is you. So, but the going within is to understand, and it happens so quickly. I mean, the world cooperated with itself, with each other like no other time before. It shows you how easily this is to do. So stay up, ladies. Anyway, let me get to this stuff that I'm doing. And that's right. That's right. Multifaceted said this is a reset. I agree. Get some sun, turn off the news, check in occasionally, but do not confuse with the negativity. Yes, ma'am. Naturally Clever says all that positivity. Love it. Let's thumbs up the live. Thank you, Naturally. Multifaceted. The news has become the obituaries, but if you are, I are living life. We do not have time. No, we have not time. Multifaceted. Will you preach tonight, please? So we ain't got no time to die. Stop it, y'all. That's what I'm saying too. Let's just move. We got to keep going. Life is living and we living now. Let's embrace it. All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you, ladies. Peace and blessings.